Time to power wash, right? Time to get in there and power wash. And something I realized, because I played the game a little bit in private, something I did not realize. Hold on. There we go. Something I did not realize, but apparently the two different types of currency are like power wash points and money. And the power wash points go towards the useless shit, and then the money goes to the actual, like, goes to like the actual shit, right? Want to save up for one of these, but I know that's gonna take time, and I gotta do a professional duty. Hold on. Because one of them is owning all of them at the same time. Of course it is. Boo. I'll save up for that. And then that. And we'll keep everything. Okay. Then what I want to do, I'll go to here. That stupid shit. And then back. Because the cosmetic stuff, like, I really don't give a shit. I don't even see myself, and I barely look at the van. The furniture. I have to wash all of it? I have to wash the other stuff. Yep. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh. Okay. Whimsical chair. It's an interesting name for it. Tab it up. A whimsical lamp. I'll make this fucking warehouse look like a discount furniture store. Not to be that guy, but I'm pretty sure you shouldn't wash all of this furniture the exact same way. Just saying. Why is half of your furniture ruined? Well, I power washed it. Power wash your cares away. Yeah. Like, power washing an acoustic guitar like this is probably a terrible idea. Is that suddenly going to make the piano keys clean? It looks like there's some discoloration there, but nope. I would be wrong. Acoustic piano, huh? Got one of those acoustics. do it. There we go. Alrighty. That magic soap that literally only attaches to the object and the dirt on the object and nothing else. Oh, you motherfucker. I somehow sprinted in the air. Like a power washing Jedi. Alrighty. Alright. Oh, we got two more. A rustic chair. Okay, well, that works. Alright. Tap it up. Alright, so we're looking for a hidden gnome. There's a gnome out here. He's hidden. Where is that gnome? Where is that gnome? First thing we do, we test the boundaries of where the gnome cannot be. Power washing liquid. Where you at, gnome? Where you at, gnome? Where that gnome at? There's a gnome. Where is it? I gotta start work. Maybe he genuinely isn't here. Oh, well. Nuevo House or the airship? Oh, damn. Oh, wait. Didn't I start on this one? Yeah, I did, so I'm going to continue it. Start on the windows of this place. And by the windows, I mean the entire front. And I did this little greenhouse thingamajig. Oh, hi, Squeak. Yeah, I should just do it from that. In the peaceful town of Rockridge. Conservatory roof. H. Like, why is that one coming off? Oh, damn, okay. Shit. 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 Classic power wash problems. Falling off roofs. Don't know why I had to do that, but I did. Okay. Oh, look at this packed on dirt and grime. Son of a bitch. On here. There we go. I was about to say, I was like, that make no sense. What in the H is that? Interesting ornament symbol here. This cross pattern. And up the roof. Oh, 69. Quick hello. Curious. Several hairs from Roberta's short hair transferred from a person to my windowsill. I may have possession of the mayor's cat. I may be a perpetrator of a feline kidnapping, it's true. Being a lawyer, though, I would never admit to such crimes. go. There we go. Look at that. Look at that nice, clean roof. This roof weighs like 10 pounds less. Okay. 77% done there. Alrighty. There's the man. Where do you stand? I think I know this guy. He hates the mayor enough that he's like, I don't really give a fuck. side eaves. Oh. The gable. I swear, man, there's a word for every dumb thing. Oh, that's a gable. The only gables I was aware of was the green one that Anne is from, or of. Other than that, no gables. Clark Gable, a little bit. Don't know a lot of his work. Just know that. Best viewers. John Sudston. What's up, Johnny? Excuse me while I ban this weirdo. Oh, that's a window. Did not realize that was a window. Johnny, how are you? How's your Saturday going? How are you feeling? How are your holidays looking? Why can't I jump? Also, because I'm terrible with geography. How's the weather where you are? Is it like heard we got some pretty bad storms towards the middle of the country. I had tacos and drinks last night, so I'm dehydrated. Well, very specific feeling. I hope you're drinking plenty of water to combat that dehydration. Weather report. Snow from earlier this week has almost melted. Currently just freezing. Oh boy. I'm not saying this to compare, because I know that Southern California cold is not the same as Midwest cold. Or really, like, anywhere north of Southern California cold. But we had a bit of a cold snap, I'd say, where it was like low 40s in the mornings, and I was like, wow, it's getting pretty cold. This, of course, is nowhere near what you're getting at. I'm aware. I'm just comparatively the weather of the area. But I don't mind the cold. I say that, you know, not really experiencing the worst of it, but like, when it comes to cold, like, I don't mind bundling up, and I don't mind getting a little wet. Single digit C versus single digit F. Damn, son. I hope everybody's staying safe and warm and bundled up and having some tasty hot meals. Maybe some hot beverages. Jeez. All right. Sidewall. Done. I also find it funny, like, in the lore of this, game and this house, I just started cleaning this house without the owner's permission. And the owner is a lawyer. Seems like a real bad idea. Side base is not considered clean. Okay, well now it is. Cool. Yeah, I know I speak from weather privilege when I bring up that desire to get into some real cold. I've heard some stories. Why is it? It's the wall, right? I think it would be kind of fun to get some Midwesterners to just hang out on a quote-unquote cold day in California and see what just how light of clothes you're packing. Observatory frame. rear base trim. Rear base. Conservatory frame. Oh, that's called September. Fire, Earth, Wind, and Fire. All right. Will you looky there? Oh, yeah. We're getting close. We're getting close to done. It'll be interesting because it's just a big patch of dirt on this wall that won't be actually clean. Boom. New items available in the shop. All right. Now we go to the airship, but new things are available to buy. What are those new things? Oh my gosh, look at that Gothic chair. Let's save up for, let's save up for, All right, where are we at? Going to the airship. I trust you heard all the disgraceful scenes at the side of the fisherman statue. Why too much fuss over what is frankly the theft of a couple of chunks. Oh, wait, hold on. Fantastic. The house has been a blight on the street for ages. Oh no. Well, I didn't get to read what he said. Whatever. Trust you heard about all the disgraceful scenes at the side of the fisherman statue. Way too much fuss over what is frankly the theft of a couple chunks of colored glass from a very old and very poor piece of art. Damn. Naturally, I responded immediately by sending my airship to reassure the gathering cloud. Well, between you and me, we were in the area anyway, notifying any desert dwelling outliers of my victory. Oh, let's do it. Wow. I am a child. Logic would dictate you go from the top down so that the dirt doesn't wash down on work you've already done. But luckily, this is a... Huh. Take a look at the curious college of befoulment, Dirt Finder. We must have flown through some kind of dirt cloud. We were spotless when we took off, I'm sure. All extra weight from the dirt we were lucky to make to the recreation grounds in one piece. Oh, shit. Underneath it, too? Wait, what are you washing? It's a blimp, or an airship, if you don't want to say blimp for some reason. Taking care of the underside, because I honestly feel like it's going to be the thing I forget I have to do once I got close to finishing it. Okay, alright, okay, Mr. Airship. It looks like the colors of the Planet Express ship from the Futurama, but I do not believe it is the Planet Express ship from Futurama, because that was a spaceship, and this is an airship. So I think it took some inspiration from the color scheme of that spaceship, because it looks very similar. There we go. What to say? It's like this underside. How are you not clean? But we have an answer. Okay, how about you just go up the ladder? How about you do that? How about you just go up the damn thing? That's why we don't call them sea ships. Then we don't call. Because those were the original. That was the first thing. Come up with the first one. That is a ship. Right? I mean, makes sense to me. The tops of these MFers. Yeah, it's clearly, yeah, it's clearly kind of a takeoff of Futurama. Fuck the mayor. What was this? Oh, it's a dome camera, eh? It's the envelope view, whatever the fuck that shit is. Hold on, hold on. One of these achievements, what is it? I thought there was one for... There was one. And I would be wrong. Oh, grow up. I'm sorry, I'm getting real over here with my politically charged art. Calling the mayor a douche. I also stole his cat. That's right. I'm a freaking... Seems to be coming off pretty well. Honestly, just worried that I'm gonna have to do some soap and some more caked on places as if it was real cleaning. Oh, we got some gondola events. Oh, that's his, so that's his name. Of course, there's a little... Of course. Why would they want to make it easy? To quote Paul Scheer on the podcast, How Did This Get Made? Good people don't own blimps. Oh, no, I think it was smart people don't own blimps. Look, I fucked up the quote, okay? We all hit it into the net sometimes. Also, cool Paul shared. Jason, put down that hammer. You ever watch the show Taskmaster? I haven't, but my brother is trying to get me to a lot. It does seem very fun, and I know Jason did a season, and I saw some clips from it, and it looked really great. Because I do enjoy British panel shows. Usually watch a lot of clips of them on YouTube. I, for one, I'm not blaming the security force for the heist of the gems. It's an elite unit, and how anyone got past them is beyond my imagination. Him? One person? Also, don't we also jaw from time to time? Some things can be hit or miss. I also saw some clips of James Acaster on it, and I think James Acaster is very funny. Is that him? Yep, that is it. Alright, how do we want to do this? I'm gonna have to get up on top of it anyway. Fudge, fudge. Just me sprinting up the top. Oh, God. Defensive blimps. The Ninja Turtles had one. Ninja Turtles had a lot of things that I don't know how they could have given their status. They lived in the sewers, and they didn't have any income. So how did they afford to not only get these things but to maintain them? Like, blimp ownership doesn't stop at the purchase of the blimp. Like, I'm sure there's blimp maintenance. You know, the shit you put in blimps that has to be lighter than air, but hopefully isn't flammable, a la the Hindenburg. No, I fell off the blimp. Sewer gas. That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't know why I just pictured like an Alex Jones conspiracy theorist about the Ninja Turtles. Listen to me. There is a conspiracy. There are subterranean, mutated creatures living in the streets of New York. And when I say living in the streets, I mean literally in the streets. They're in the sewers. But they don't stop there. No, no, no. They fly using blimps. Wait. Hold on. And so there's one dish-based one, right? Am I? Let's satellite dish first. House job, rock climbing job. All these jobs, and they're so close to this one. So, ugh. Just gotten a report that those subterranean creatures, they're turning the turtles teenaged. They're angsty. They're boisterous. They're loud. They're uncomfortable. They're getting into women. Human women, which causes a different kind of problem. Couldn't they be attracted to turtles? What are the rules about that type of situation? Is it weird that they're hitting on April O'Neil? Is that expected? What do we do about these turtles? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're automatically bad people. I'm just saying I don't think they should be allowed to vote. Turtles. Specifically Ninja Turtles. Teenage. They're not even old enough to vote, unless teenage is 18. Even though I do think they bring a fresh perspective to crime, as they are, as we know, vigilante crime fighters. I would listen to them on law enforcement policy and crime policy. But, like, because, you know, we talk a lot about the Foot gangs. The Foot, you know, they're bad guys, right? But they're providing a space for troubled, angry young men. Which is not available to them because the woke left has made it impossible for men to be can't be masculine anymore. That's why the Foot Clan exists. I can imagine wearing a Shredder costume, raising money for Foot Clan or other clans. That kid Danny. Turtles took all the OR. All the tea. They took all the tea. That's why we are a proud sponsor of Foot Clan testosterone pills. Are you sick of authority? The cucked authority influenced by the left-wing radical media? You want to feel like a man again? Get Foot Clan testosterone supplements. Bebop and Rocksteady are definitely T. And what is their crime? All right, what are they different? Are they that different from the turtles that everybody loves so much? Like, think about it. Really think about it. They're like, oh, they're criminals. Oh, I'm sorry. Is vigilantism not a crime? And they hang with Casey Jones, known criminal. Why does Casey Jones get a pass? The only turtle we respect here is Raphael. I feel like he just has the most common sense. And I think if we sat down and had a beer with him, we'd see that we are actually much more aligned than we would have thought originally. Their best friend is a member of the left media. Yeah, April O'Neil, award-winning journalist. How'd she get that job? Who did she steal that job from? And what is she always doing? Criticizing the NYPD. She makes a career out of out of criticizing the chief and all of the police department. New job available. How soon could you get to former old boss? Either size up cement mixer. Comes unstuck. And you know, they claim they want to regulate our companies, our amazing businesses that help create jobs. But let me ask you this. If TGRI didn't spill that ooze, would we even have Ninja Turtles? They're literally trying to prevent the creation of more Ninja Turtles. They're selfish. We could have Teenage Mutant Ninja Rats. But no, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles want to prevent the creation of more themselves. I gotta tell you, Johnny, right-wing pop culture jokes are kind of my new favorite thing, and I'm glad we have discovered them together at this moment. And why do they want keep encouraging pizza? A shared dish? A shared dish? A dish that encourages socialism? That's what it is. And these Ninja Turtles are trying to feed it into your kids. Cowabunga is a well-known Marxist phrase. Also, the woke left is constantly screaming about cultural appropriation, and they celebrate these turtles from New York City. We don't know their ethnicity, but judging by their voices, we can take a guess that they are white gentlemen, and yet they're embracing all this Japanese culture. Why don't we find that offensive? Also, there's all this talk about me giving up my firearms, while these super mutant creatures are walking around with sharp swords, with nunchucks, with bow staffs, with scythe. And they're going to tell you, okay, but it's not as dangerous as my automatic rifle. Tell that to the dudes getting cut out there on the streets. Ask them how much safer it feels to be cut apart by a giant reptile, huh? Just found a video of H.W. Bush criticizing current cartoons like the Ninja Turtles. But of course. But George W.'s like, those turtles are rad. I like those turtles. Those turtles are, they're superlative. I can't do a George W. Bush impression. I don't know why I'm doing it. Strategery. Bush Jr. and Mickey are buds. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Hold on, I got my impression of George W. I don't know, ass dick. I don't know, I wasn't hired to make decisions, ass dick. the days when he was the worst president we ever had. Also, what does this mean about evolution? Supposedly, it would take millions and millions of years for turtles to get like that, and these turtles are just giant mutated turtles. Noah wouldn't have put them on the ark. They are a front against nature. They claim they want a clean environment, but the chemical spill gave them powers. Explain that, turtles. Explain it. Also, where's April's husband? The reason she's so, distrusting and so uppity is because she doesn't have a man. I can't even say that one completely. Oh, goodness. Trad reporter. Also, Splinter. What is his immigration status? He's out here, he's teaching these mutant Ninja Turtles. He's giving advice to our youth who escaped the Foot Clan. But what is he teaching them, I'll tell you what he's doing. He's teaching kids to hate America. Saying, look in the squalor me and the turtles and I, we live in every day as we try to fight crime for you. Why? Because of capitalism. It's bad. Tell your parents to vote for Bernie Sanders. What's happening? What's happening to your kids? They're being hypnotized and mind wiped. They're being brainwashed by anthropomorphic rats, mutated rats from Japan. And you could take that to the bank. That is what's happening to your kids. You can open a whole racist can of worms. Oh my God. And what does he keep telling the turtles? Don't go out, no one will accept you. That's what he keeps saying. He creates an enemy the second he speaks to the turtles. They won't trust you, they won't like you. He is making them more other than any of us did. How come the turtles get to wear masks of white guys, but when I go to blackface, I'm the racist? Oh, shit. All good questions. All good questions, Johnny. Who gave the turtles license to do whatever they want? Who did it? I don't remember that meeting. I don't remember when we sat down as a group and discussed how much power we were giving to these turtles. I wasn't there. Don't want to have to get back up on this blimp again. I bet they're not even registered voters. I'm trying to think of more, like, lore. 0 point in scaredy for hanging around. Tell you something else. I won't miss paying to get that darn statue cleaned every single day. They want illegal frog aliens from Dimension. That's what they want. They've said it. No secret. It's no secret what these turtles want. And why can't we even, like, why can't we even listen to Shredder? Like, he's trying to create a safe space for our kids to learn how to do karate, something that teaches them discipline. Why is it that when Shredder does it, and dare I say more successfully than Splinter's ever had, how many proteges does he have? 4. Meanwhile, Splinter's out here franchising like Cobra Kai. And a lot of people said, okay, well, it was unfair. He used ooze to become Super Shredder. But to that I say, aren't his adversaries using the same thing? So basically what you want to say is he should fight fair while everyone else should break the rules. Krang was fitness. Krang is a presidential advisor, I'm pretty sure. Also, we talk about how great these turtles are. What are they doing most of the day? Because they mostly just come out at night and beat up people that are hard on their luck, that really just need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps, but they just beat the hell out of some people, and then what? They just go back to their video games, their TikToks? These turtles are lazy. They're lazy, and they don't want to get real jobs, and they don't want to grow up. So they just remain as these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the kids just flock to them because they don't know any better. It's like pretty crazy how much of this is clearly a Futurama thing. Doomsday Preppers building their own technodromes. I heard a cat. Okay, I was like, I'm not crazy, right? Uh-oh. Envelope rings. dish. Jesus. Envelope valve. The hell is an envelope valve? Tell you what it is. A bunch of bullshit. Oh, that's why. Oh, this stupid thing? Alrighty. Alright, I actually really have to pee. So, one second. Oh, I'm gonna write down when I left so I can edit it out easier. Alright, I will be right back. Oh, whoa, whoa. Was that jarring? Probably, I'm sorry. Let's go. All right now, ladies. I've also heard of a plot that the turtles plan on putting ooze in our drinking water. And it may not turn our kids into mutants, but it will turn them gay. Think about that. Think about that. Those are the consequences of your actions. For letting these turtles run rampant in the streets of New York City. Also, no one's talking about this. What bathroom are they using? What bathroom are these turtles saying that they're comfortable being in? I don't think anyone's comfortable with them being in their bathroom. Because they're not even human. They're turtles. Sorry, just gonna... They've taken the term pride from us, declaring they love being a turtle. And you know what they do to gain favor with the kids? They use humor. Everything's a joke. Everything's a joke. And this Michelangelo character has no respect or any form of self-control. And he's just like all of these, like, Fortnite, TikTok addicted youth. You have this Donatello who people are saying, oh, he's so smart, he's so intelligent. Yeah, he's book smart, okay? But tell me this, how much does he know about this country? How much does he know about the Founding Fathers? I bet if you were to even ask him what all the amendments are, he wouldn't be able to tell you because he's too busy worrying about art and history. I mean, look at their names. They're named after artists. Art, the ultimate waste of time. Where is... There we go. Jiminy Christmas. No, or teach English in schools. They see Hawaiian words like cowabunga. Also, they live in the sewers. That's basically public housing. I'm not okay with that. I don't know why the city thinks we're okay with these creatures just living in our sewers, in our public works. What's next? They're just going to be allowed to live in City Hall? They're going to be allowed to live in our public parks? Ridiculous. It's outrageous. I'm running out. I'll be honest with you, Johnny. I want to keep going, but I am running out. I gotta think of more 90s/80s cartoons to do right-wing satire. DG, what are you doing hosing down an airship in the middle of my recreation grounds? Please take care not to spray any flex back onto the bandstand. We can't afford any dirtification close to the festival. Power Rangers? Who elected the Power Rangers? Who elected them? And sure, they defend us against the giant creatures from other dimensions. Sure. But at what cost? How much damage are they doing on a regular basis? Glare is making it impossible to figure out. Also, it's one of those things where I don't know enough about Power Rangers to really get into it. But I wish I knew the character that they talk to. It's like a big giant head. Yeah, vanilla rice. I don't know why that feels wrong, it just does. Zordon, that's right. They speak to Zordon. I'm sorry, what kind of new age bullshit is that? Is he a deity? Are we supposed to trust that this person has our best interest at heart and not his own? Even the name Zoran, where's it come from? What country? It's not America. It's not an American name. I'll tell you that right now. I think this is a topic you don't know much. That's true. I don't know much about Power Rangers. I watched it when I was very young, but I didn't really hold on to it. Here's one. Why is everybody on Scrooge McDuck's balls? Is it his fault that he's so successful and you're a bunch of poor asses who don't have enough money to swim through? Of course. These side panels are fucking annoying. I'm trying to think of like more obvious ones where like the lore is clear to everybody, but I'm also trying to finish up this damn airship. That's really stupid and kind of gaudy, and I hope it comes down and takes the mayor with it. Nah, I'll defend Scrooge. He's also got those annoying nephews. And let's be honest, they're sticking around just for that inheritance. Like, they're not good people. Huey, Dewey, and Wee Wee. Don't blame the nephews, blame Donald and his wife, Daisy? Are they even married, or are they living in a house of sin with 3 kids? 3? We're also assuming those are Donald's kids. But Daisy... I don't want to speak on Daisy's promiscuity. It's not my business, but... We all heard the stories about Daisy. Donald's in the Navy, part of the military regime. Kitty cat douche. Well, that's the cat's name. Oh, these count too. Okay. Never mind. It's always just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's a blimp, for God's sakes. But the whole Mickey system is fucked up. When's the last time you saw Mickey doing anything? He just sits on a giant mountain of money and watches everybody else get the work done for him. He's basically a pimp. I don't want to. I want to move the ladders. I don't move ladders. No, fuck. I'm gonna have to move it. I'm gonna have to move it. It's too hard. It's too hard. I don't want to. Cat. Bitch. What bathroom does Goofy use? The dog one or the person one? I mean, that's a great question. Because Pluto would certainly probably use outside. But Pluto and Goofy are both dogs. So what in the hell are we talking about here? Anthropomorphized dog and a regular dog. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So close. So close. So close to the end of the airship. There we go. Boo. Bitch. Also, doesn't Goofy go after cows? I'm all about letting people do what they want, but come on. Come on. Excellent work, Dirtfinder. Next stop for my airship, the wonderful industrial town of Fumarole. About my tour of the county, to be honest, I'm glad to get that. Why they love me there, of course, but they're very in your face, which is why I'm 1,000 feet up. I don't think I forgot about my cat. You'll be hearing from my lawyers. Oh, okay. Well. Cement mixture. So how to unpack all this? As far as I can tell, there are only two Lumixes in the entire world, but we both live in the same county with entries in the same recruitment directory. Melts the mind, I know. I'm Axel Lumix, hairstylist extraordinaire. The other A Lumix is Arthur, who is temporary supervisor, specializing in mining ops. Guess which one was called up to run things for the day. All right. Okay, let's... I don't believe there was an achievement for the cement truck. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh. soap coming off? I'm not seeing any more soap. Just because I know me, and I'm just going to end up doing this anyway. All right. I'm going to call from an agency. No, rush less. I'll be good. It was red under there? That is shocking. What is part of this cement drum that I'm not realizing? There we go. It's hard for me to determine like the parts of the truck after the color change. I mean, it's so drastic and different. Gonna make it easier. That's alright. He tells me to improvise. He says, 93 on any job is one big confidence trick. I got to find downhill before I could walk, so confidence is one thing I do have. Cobble together a prep up hairdressing salon and treat all the guys and girls to a spanking new angle. You should have seen them after a deep conditioning. They pin hands on a spring morning. The cement truck was more complicated than I thought it would be. Wow, spaced out there for a second. Not tell what is dirt and what isn't on this. Literally can't tell because everything is so white. I feel like my eyes are burning on this one. We got a bit carried away and left one of the mixers running. The cement dried, hence you're here. This is dried cement? I don't know if that works, but... Is that truck Canadian or Peruvian? A great question. I am not sure. But I will say, it is frustrating. Frustrating little one. Okay. I already got these fucking tires. Have I ever seen the stuff? No, but I saw that it was on Amazon, and I debated adding it to my list, which is close as I've ever gotten to watching the stuff. Appeared to be some sort of malevolent entity, like eating human flesh, or not eating human flesh, getting inside of a human and kind of destroying it from the inside out. This site is making me think of it. Was it found on a mine? I kind of hate this level, to be honest. Something about this one that, like, just the way the nooks and crannies are working pisses me off. God. It's gonna be all nooks and crannies, man. Saw the stuff the same day as I saw the thing. The thing is very good. It took me way too long to see it, and then when I did, I was like, damn, I've been sleeping on this. So good. So absolutely good. Nothing like being at 99%. Drum control panel. Where is that? Door go. Cab. Shit. Cab grab rail. Cab grab rail. What is that? Oh. Goodness gracious. Oh, I didn't read what Animal said. This is Arthur Lummox, the actual temporary supervisor. It's mine, public access. Because mine is strictly read. What? And you shouldn't have been here. NDA, the effect. I don't trust you will destroy anything around your work. That said, the cleaning itself was outstanding. Please don't speak of any other standing one. Okay. Weirdo. Nice cab grab rail. Nice cab grab rail. Is there something to see in here? I was about to say. There's something going on? Something I'm not allowed to see? What's happening around here? Secrets? Are there secrets, huh? You digging for, like, gold or dino DNA and amber? Oh. Out there. There's a cat over there. Let's go back to the base. Let's get some more furniture that I'm sure I can get and clean it up and then call it a day. Furniture catalog. Ooh. $1,000, eh? Oh. By just a couple of dollars. You've got to be shitting me. Cleaning up this furniture I got at a discount furniture store that for some reason I want to put in my place of business. Why would I want new furniture that looks great right out of a box when I can get this cheap shit and then clean it myself? I don't know the thought process behind any of it, but here we are as we clean the goddamn chair. Didn't make any sense to me. Didn't make any sense to me. Didn't make any sense to me. Didn't make any sense. Okay, what am I missing? What am I missing? What am I supposed to do about this shit, huh? Can't be good for the upholstery. No, it cannot. Stand. Am I missing something completely on this thing? There we go. Goodness gracious. It's like I am losing my mind. No, no. That just looks like a child threw up crayons. This looks like a child threw up crayons on a table. Just the lighting. Boom. All right. Let's see if there's anything else to buy. 60 bucks. Should I start one just to get 60 bucks? No bottom noise. This is the point where the Antiques Roadshow people say you've ruined the lacquer finish and ruined a... Oh, goddamn. I mean, makes sense. You're great. Love the name change. It suits you. You'll be pleased to know that you're not the only one adapting. With everything going on lately, we're trying our hands at the regenerative farming. This barn used to be our new farm shop, front and center. Needs to look the part, and I know you got that covered. Don't you worry yourself about my pooches running around, getting in the way and biting your ankles. I sent everyone I could find off to the dog cafe for the day. Alright, starting this one just to get $60, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Because I want that last piece. While it makes sense to clean the farmhouse, it always seems ridiculous to, like, super clean up rustic areas. I don't know if you heard about all the friendly mayor's been doing. You doing some gerrymandering? Changing the town boundaries so our little farm's in Pumpkin now and not Muckingham. I know exactly why. You can take this corruption and take it all the way to the top. Gosh. Roller is $1. I'm gonna have to use them, aren't I? Son of a bitch. $3. God damn. That's for the fans of John Carpenter out there. And Roddy Piper. Go. Clean up them windows. There we go. $603. There we go. Butt's hurting a little bit. Come on, baby. You bring it down. There we go. All right, let's do... I swear, I'm gonna get off. Just want to do this front section and the windows on the first floor. And that's it. All right, sweet. Let's take care of these windows. This bum, 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 bum. is a good start for the farmhouse? Gonna go... Still at 8%. Fuck it. On our Saturdays for, if not continuing a job. This is it. This is it. After this, getting in a shower. After this one. After this one. Alright. We're good. Thank you, Johnny, for hanging out. Anybody in the background, maybe not, you know, saying anything but watching, I appreciate it. I will be back Tuesday for I Eat Your Skin, I think. I Eat Your Skin / zombies. Only a few more left of those. And reminder, December 30th, going to be watching Night of the Living Dead. It will be the last movie stream. At least the last planned one. Also, I'll be back here next week at 7 a.m. Pacific time for more PowerWash Simulator, and I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Peace out, and yeah.